Across the vast, sun-scorched plains of East Africa, a timeless drama unfolds, one that has shaped the very fabric of this wild land for countless generations. This is the Great Migration, a breathtaking spectacle where the earth itself seems to move beneath the weight of millions of hooves. It is one of the most awe-inspiring natural events on our planet. Driven by the ancient rhythm of the seasons and the promise of rain, immense herds of wildebeests, zebras and gazelles surge forward, their bodies pressed together in a ceaseless, undulating wave. The air is thick with anticipation as they follow distant thunderheads, their instincts guiding them toward the hope of renewal. Over 1 million wildebeest, accompanied by hundreds of thousands of zebras and gazelles, merge into a single, thundering entity. Each animal is driven by hunger, thirst, and the primal urge to survive. Their journey is relentless, stretching over 800 kilometers from the Serengeti in Tanzania to the lush grasslands of Kenya's Masai Mara. They traverse parched plains, rocky outcrops, and tangled woodlands, always searching for the next patch of green. The migration is a test of endurance and willpower. Herds must navigate treacherous ravines, steep escarpments, and sun-baked earth that cracks beneath their hooves. Every step is a gamble, every day a battle against exhaustion and the elements. The air vibrates with the thunder of 1 million hooves, sending up clouds of red dust that hang in the golden light. The ground trembles as the herds surge forward, their energy palpable, their determination unwavering. From above, the migration appears as an endless living river, an ocean of life flowing across the land, surging and swirling in mesmerizing patterns. Each animal is guided by an instinct honed over millennia, a deep-seated knowledge of the landscape and the shifting weather. Zebras lead the way, their sharp eyes scanning for danger, while wildebeest follow, trusting in the wisdom of the herd. But the journey is fraught with peril. Predators, lions, hyenas and cheetahs shadow the herds, waiting for a moment of weakness. The tension is ever present, as every rustle in the grass could signal an ambush. For the young, the old, and the weak, the migration is a merciless trial. Calves stumble and fall, elders lag behind, and the relentless pace shows no mercy. Only the strongest and most determined will endure. The herd moves as one, tightly packed for protection, each animal relying on the collective strength of the group. The urgency is palpable, a shared understanding that survival depends on unity. At last the herds reach the Mara River, a formidable barrier that stands between them and the promise of green pastures. The riverbank becomes a gathering place, thick with tension and anticipation. The river crossing is a moment of chaos and courage. Animals crowd the steep banks, their bodies pressed together, nostrils flaring as they sense the danger lurking below. Some hesitate, their instincts warring with their desperation. Nervous energy crackles through the herd. The animals jostle for position, eyes wide and ears twitching, as the river's muddy waters swirl below. The scent of water mixes with the scent of fear. Some animals paw at the ground, others call out in anxious, high-pitched brays, their bodies trembling with anticipation. Beneath the surface, silent and motionless, crocodiles wait. Their eyes and snouts break the water, barely visible, as they prepare to strike with lightning speed. The pressure from the thousands behind builds until, at last, one brave soul leaps into the river. In that instant, the spell is broken. A tidal wave of bodies surges forward, plunging into the churning water. The river explodes with movement as thousands stampede across, desperate to reach the far bank. The crossing is a maelstrom of splashing water, flailing limbs and panicked cries. Animals struggle against the powerful current, their eyes wide with fear and determination. Some are swept downstream, others are pulled under by the current or by the jaws of waiting crocodiles. The struggle is fierce, every second a fight for survival. The water churns with thrashing legs and swirling bodies. Underwater, crocodiles strike with terrifying precision, seizing the unwary in a sudden burst of violence. For those who make it to the far banks, soaked and trembling, the reward is sweet, lush, green grass, and a moment of peace. They graze, catching their breath, the ordeal etched into their bodies and memories, but the river always claims its due. Along the banks, the remains of the fallen serve as a stark reminder of the migration's cost, a sobering testament to the razor-thin line between life and death in this wild, unforgiving world. Here, survival is earned, and the journey itself is the ultimate test. Among the vast, ever-moving herds that traverse the African plains, the zebra is instantly recognizable by its striking black and white stripes. These patterns are not just for show, they are vital adaptations, honed by evolution to meet the relentless challenges of life on the savannah. Each zebra's stripe pattern is as unique as a fingerprint, serving as a visual signature that allows young foals to identify their parents amidst the swirling mass of bodies. This individuality is crucial in the chaos of migration, where thousands of zebras move as one, and separation can mean the difference between life and death. From a distance, the collective movement of the herd creates a mesmerizing optical illusion, confusing the eyes of predators such as lions and hyenas. The stripes blend together, making it nearly impossible to single out a target, and giving the herd a vital edge in the ongoing battle for survival. But the stripes serve more than just camouflage. They help regulate body temperature, dispersing the harsh rays of the African sun and creating microcurrents of air along the skin. This natural cooling system is essential during the long, sweltering days of migration. Additionally, the stripes deter biting insects like tsetse flies, which are less likely to land on the alternating light and dark bands. Zebras are herbivores, lacking the claws and fangs of their predators. Their primary defense is vigilance, constantly scanning the horizon for danger. The herd's safety depends on the sharp eyes and ears of every member, and a single alarm can send the entire group into a stampede. When threatened, zebras rely on their speed and agility, capable of reaching impressive bursts of velocity to outrun danger. Yet, if escape is not possible, a zebra will stand its ground and unleash a powerful kick with its hind legs. This kick is a formidable weapon, strong enough to break the jaw of a lion or deliver a fatal blow to any would-be attacker. Life for a zebra is a constant test of strength and awareness. Weighing up to 300 kilograms, they are a prime target for Africa's top predators. Every moment is spent on high alert, ready to flee or fight at a second's notice. Despite these dangers, zebras are deeply social animals. Their survival depends on the strength of the herd, and within the larger migration, smaller family groups form the foundation of zebra society. These groups are typically led by a dominant stallion who fiercely protects his companions and their young. Bonds within these family units are strong and enduring. Zebras groom each other, rest their heads together, and show clear signs of affection and loyalty. This social structure provides not only emotional comfort but also practical benefits. Adults take turns standing guard while others graze or rest, ensuring that the group is never caught off guard. The cooperative nature of zebra society is fundamental to their survival. When danger approaches, the herd forms a protective circle around the young, presenting a united front to any predator. This network of vigilance and mutual support is a powerful deterrent, making it difficult for predators to isolate and attack the most vulnerable members. The continuation of the species depends on the survival of the next generation. After a gestation period of 12 to 13 months, a zebra gives birth to a single foal. Within minutes, the newborn is on its feet, and soon after it can run, an essential skill as the herd is always on the move and stragglers are easy prey. The first year of a foal's life is fraught with danger. Predators are ever watchful, seeking any sign of weakness or separation. Less than half of all zebra foals will survive to see their first birthday, making every survivor a testament to the protection of the herd and the resilience of the individual. Migration is perhaps the greatest challenge zebras face. Each year they travel hundreds of kilometers in search of fresh grazing and water, braving treacherous river crossings, exhaustion, and the constant threat of predators. The journey is perilous, but it is also a testament to the endurance and unity of the species. Through cooperation, vigilance, and the unbreakable bonds of family and herd, zebras endure the hardships of the savannah. Their story is one of resilience, adaptation, and the power of community in the face of relentless adversity. The Mara River is not just a barrier, it is a world unto itself, a dynamic artery of life and death that shapes the destinies of countless creatures. At the heart of this realm is an ancient and formidable predator, the Nile crocodile. These giants are the undisputed rulers of the river, their presence felt in every ripple and shadow along the banks. Nile crocodiles are living relics, survivors from a prehistoric age. Their lineage stretches back over 200 million years, and their design has stood the test of time. Their bodies are armored with thick, rugged scales, and their features echo a time when dinosaurs roamed the earth. This ancient blueprint is a testament to their brutal efficiency as predators. An adult Nile crocodile is a true leviathan, capable of growing over 5 meters long and weighing more than 700 kilograms. Their sheer size alone commands respect from all who share the river. Perfectly adapted to their aquatic environment, their eyes, ears, and nostrils are positioned on top of their head. This allows them to see, hear, and breathe while remaining almost completely submerged, silent, invisible, and ever watchful. The Nile crocodile's greatest weapon is not just its power, but its patience. It can remain motionless for hours, blending seamlessly with the river's surface, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. To the untrained eye, a crocodile may appear as nothing more than a harmless floating log. This camouflage is a crucial part of its hunting strategy, lulling prey into a false sense of security. Beneath this placid exterior, however, lies a coiled spring of lethal energy. Every muscle is primed for a sudden, explosive attack. When an unsuspecting animal approaches the water's edge to drink or cross, the crocodile erupts from the depths with astonishing speed and force. Its lunge is lightning fast, a blur of muscle and teeth. The element of surprise is its greatest ally, and few animals can react in time. With the strongest bite force in the animal kingdom, the crocodile's jaws clamp down like a vice, making escape nearly impossible for its prey. Once caught, the prey is dragged underwater, where the crocodile unleashes its signature move, the death roll. This violent spin tears flesh and bone, quickly subduing even the largest animals. Life for a Nile crocodile is a cycle of long, silent waits punctuated by brief, explosive bursts of violence. This rhythm defines their existence along the river. Thanks to a slow metabolism, a large crocodile can survive for months on a single substantial meal, such as a zebra or wildebeest. This allows them to conserve energy and endure long periods between hunts. Their patience is rewarded during the Great Migration, when herds of wildebeest and zebra gather at the riverbanks. The crocodiles wait, knowing that opportunity is near. When the herds surge into the river, chaos erupts. Crocodiles strike with precision, taking advantage of the confusion and numbers to secure their next meal. At these crossing points, crocodiles gather in large numbers, forming a formidable blockade. Their collective presence turns the river into a gauntlet of danger for any animal attempting to cross. The aftermath of a successful hunt is a feeding frenzy, with scavengers waiting nearby for scraps. This gruesome spectacle is a vital part of the river's ecosystem, recycling nutrients and sustaining a web of life. Even apex predators face challenges in continuing their lineage. The next generation begins life in a vulnerable nest, hidden in the sand along the riverbank. A crocodile will dig a nest and lay between 25 and 80 eggs, burying them for protection from the harsh sun and lurking predators. The nest is fiercely guarded against threats like monitor lizards and hyenas, who are always on the lookout for an easy meal. When the eggs hatch, the adult carefully transports the tiny, vulnerable hatchlings to the safety of the water, using its powerful jaws with surprising gentleness. Despite this care, the odds are stacked against the young. The riverbank is a perilous place, teeming with dangers at every turn. From the moment they hatch, crocodile hatchlings are hunted by birds, large fish, and even other crocodiles. Survival is a daily struggle. Only a tiny fraction will survive the perilous journey to adulthood, but those that do will one day rule the river, continuing the ancient cycle of predator and prey in the Mara's ever-changing waters. While crocodiles may be the Mara's most famous hunters, the river's true master is the hippopotamus, often seen lazing in the water, appearing calm and docile. The hippo is one of the most dangerous and aggressive animals in all of Africa. These behemoths are fiercely territorial, and they will not tolerate any intrusion into their stretch of the river, be it from another hippo, a crocodile, or even a boat. The Mara River is their domain, and any trespasser is met with a swift, unpredictable response. Their seemingly placid nature is deceptive. They are responsible for more human fatalities on the continent than any other large animal. Their aggression is unpredictable, making them a force to be respected and feared by all who share their habitat. Even the bravest animals keep their distance, wary of the hippo's sudden outbursts. A hippo's physical attributes are truly formidable. An adult male can weigh over 1,500 kilograms, with skin that is nearly 5 centimeters thick, acting as a natural armor. Despite their bulk, they are surprisingly agile, capable of running on land at speeds of up to 30 kilometers per hour, easily outpacing a human. In the water, their power is even more pronounced, gliding with surprising grace and speed. Their most fearsome weapon is their enormous mouth, which can open to an astonishing 180 degrees. This incredible gape reveals a set of long, sharp tusks that can grow up to 0.5 meter in length. Combined with a bite force stronger than a lion's, a hippo's yawn is not an invitation. It is a clear and deadly warning. Rivals and predators alike recognize this display as a signal to back away or face the consequences. Despite their aquatic lifestyle and aggressive demeanor, hippos are herbivores. They spend their days submerged in the water to keep their sensitive skin cool and hydrated under the hot African sun. As dusk falls, they emerge from the river and travel inland, sometimes for several kilometers, to graze on grass. This nightly exodus is a dramatic sight, massive shapes moving silently through the darkness, ever alert for danger. An adult hippo can consume up to 40 kilograms of vegetation in a single night. This nightly pilgrimage is essential for their survival, but it also brings them into contact with land-based predators. Lions and hyenas may watch from the shadows, but few dare to challenge a hippo on the move. However, few animals would dare to challenge a full-grown hippopotamus on its nocturnal foraging expedition. The hippo's unpredictable nature and sheer power make it a formidable presence, even on land. Hippos live in social groups called pods, which can consist of dozens of individuals, usually led by a dominant male. Within the pod, a strict hierarchy is maintained, and challenges for dominance can erupt into violent clashes. Calves are born in the water, weighing around 40 kilograms. The calf can swim from the moment it is born and often rests on the back of a larger hippo to stay above the surface. The bond between a calf and its protector is incredibly strong, and the entire pod will rally to protect the young. When danger threatens, the pod forms a living wall, shielding the vulnerable from harm. A hippo's protective instinct is legendary. It will not hesitate to attack and even kill a large crocodile if it threatens a calf, a dramatic display of power and courage in this river of giants. In the Mara, the hippopotamus reigns supreme, unpredictable, unstoppable, and utterly essential to the life of the river. Away from the river's edge, on the open savannah, another ruler holds dominion, the lion. Here, beneath the vast African sky, the lion stands as a living legend, his mane catching the first rays of dawn as he surveys his kingdom. As Africa's largest and most iconic predator, the lion is a symbol of strength and wild majesty. His presence alone commands respect, and his roar echoes across the plains, a declaration of power that can be heard for miles. Unlike other big cats, lions are uniquely social, living in complex family groups called prides. These prides are intricate societies, each with its own hierarchy and traditions, bound together by loyalty and necessity. A pride typically consists of several related lions, their cubs, and one or two adult males who defend the territory and the family from rivals. The males are the guardians, ever watchful, always ready to confront any threat that dares approach. This social structure is the key to their success. Each member of the pride has a role, and together they form a formidable force, capable of overcoming challenges that would defeat any solitary hunter. By living and hunting together, they can take down prey far larger and more powerful than any single lion could manage on its own. The hunt is a spectacle of coordination and courage, a testament to the power of unity. The pride's hunting techniques are legendary. They move with silent precision, fanning out across the grasslands, each member knowing his place in the unfolding drama. Masters of stealth, they use the cover of tall grass or the darkness of night to their advantage, creeping ever closer to their unsuspecting prey. Their hunts are carefully coordinated, with each lion playing a specific role. Some drive the prey, others lie in wait, ready to spring the trap. Some may drive the prey towards others lying in ambush, forcing the herd into confusion and panic where the pride's strength can be brought to bear. Their preferred targets are the large herbivores of the plains, wildebeest, buffalo, and of course the zebras that have survived the river crossing. Each hunt is a test of skill, patience, and teamwork. A successful hunt is a display of incredible power and teamwork, culminating in a kill that will feed the entire pride, from the dominant males down to the smallest tumbling cubs. The feast is a moment of triumph, a reward for their collective effort. But the life of a lion is not all about the hunt. Much of their time is spent resting, conserving energy for the next chase. In the heat of the day, they lounge in the shade, their golden coats blending with the sun-baked grass. These quiet moments are essential, allowing the pride to recover and strengthen the bonds that hold them together. During these peaceful interludes, the deep social bonds of the pride become clear. Grooming, nuzzling, and gentle play reinforce trust and unity. Cubs play and tussle under the watchful eyes of the adults, while the magnificent males stand guard, ever vigilant for danger. The pride functions as a true family unit, providing safety, support, and companionship in a harsh environment. Each member relies on the others for survival. The roars of the males, which can be heard up to 8 kilometers away, are not just a display of power, but a way of communicating, reinforcing territorial boundaries, and keeping the family connected across the vast plains. However, the reign of a male lion is often short and violent. The savannah is a place of constant challenge, where only the strongest and most cunning can hold their place at the top. The dominant males must constantly defend their pride from nomadic rivals who seek to take over. These battles are fierce, a true test of strength and determination. These confrontations are brutal and often deadly. Scars and broken teeth are the badges of those who have survived the struggle for dominance. If a new male or coalition of males succeeds in ousting the resident leader, they will typically kill any young cubs in the pride. This act, harsh as it may seem, is part of the relentless drive to ensure their own lineage. This seemingly cruel act serves a biological purpose. It brings the pride back into a state where the new leaders can sire their own offspring and secure their genetic legacy. It is a stark example of the relentless cycle of life and the brutal competition that defines existence on the African plains. Here, the lion reigns supreme, a true king in a land where only the strongest survive. Roaming the savannah in vast, formidable herds is the African buffalo, an animal whose placid, cow-like appearance belies a notoriously unpredictable and dangerous temperament. Weighing up to 900 kilograms and armed with massive curved horns that fuse together in a solid bone shield called a boss, the buffalo is one of Africa's most respected and feared inhabitants. They're a favored prey for lion prides, but hunting them is an incredibly risky endeavor. A buffalo will not go down without a fight, and many a lion has been gored or trampled to death by these powerful herbivores. Their reputation is well earned. They are, without a doubt, an icon of wild, untamed strength. The buffalo's greatest defense is its unwavering solidarity. They live and move in huge herds that can number in the thousands, creating a formidable wall of muscle and horn. When threatened by predators, the herd bunches together, placing the vulnerable calves in the protected center, while the powerful adults face the danger head-on. This collective defense is incredibly effective. They've even been known to mob predators, working as a group to chase off and sometimes kill lions that have attacked one of their own. This instinct to protect each other is the cornerstone of their survival strategy in a world filled with danger. Like the wildebeest and zebra, buffalo herds are often on the move, undertaking long migrations in search of water and fresh grazing land. During the dry season, these journeys become critical, and they too must face the perils of river crossings. As they enter the water, they become vulnerable to the waiting crocodiles, which will attempt to snatch a calf or an unwary adult from the edge of the herd. On land, lions patiently shadow them, constantly testing their defenses, looking for any sign of weakness, an old, injured, or isolated individual that can be separated from the safety of the group. The journey is a constant battle against thirst, hunger, and predation. At night, the danger escalates. This is when the lions have the upper hand, their superior night vision giving them a distinct advantage. It's under the cover of darkness that a pride is most likely to attempt a buffalo hunt. The lions will work together to create confusion and panic, trying to isolate a single buffalo from the stampeding herd. If they succeed in bringing one down, it is a significant victory, providing a feast that will sustain the pride for days. For the buffalo, survival depends on staying with the herd, a living fortress that stands as a powerful testament to the idea that there is, truly, strength in unity. The African savannah is a realm of breathtaking contrasts, where immense power and astonishing agility coexist. Here the landscape is shaped by both the thunderous footsteps of giants and the fleeting shadows of swift hunters. Among the most iconic residents are the African elephants, the largest land animals on Earth. Despite their colossal size, they move with a gentle, almost silent grace, their massive feet cushioned by soft pads that allow them to tread quietly across the plains. Elephants live in intricate social groups, each led by the most experienced member. These herds are bound by deep connections, with every individual playing a role in the collective well-being. The leader holds the memory of ancient migration routes, guiding the herd to hidden water sources during the harshest droughts. This knowledge, passed down through generations, is crucial for survival in a land where water can mean the difference between life and death. The wisdom of the leader is the cornerstone of the herd's endurance, steering them through adversity with a calm, commanding presence. Communication among elephants is remarkably sophisticated. They use a symphony of rumbles, trumpets, and low-frequency sounds, some so deep they travel for kilometers, undetectable to the human ear. This allows herds to stay in touch even when separated by great distances. Family bonds are at the heart of elephant society. Calves are cared for not just by their parents, but by the entire herd, ensuring the next generation is nurtured and protected from the dangers of the wild. Though known for their gentle nature, elephants are formidable when threatened. They form protective circles around their young, trumpeting warnings and standing tall to deter predators. A mother will defend her calf with unwavering determination, and when dominance is challenged, bulls engage in epic contests of strength, their clashes echoing across the plains. Elephants are true ecosystem engineers. Their movements carve pathways through dense brush, and their strength can topple trees, opening up the landscape for other species and helping to maintain the delicate balance of the savannah. In stark contrast to these gentle giants stands the cheetah, a marvel of speed and precision, perfectly adapted for the hunt. The cheetah is the fastest land animal on the planet, capable of accelerating from 0 to over 90 kilometers per hour in mere seconds. Every muscle, bone, and tendon is designed for explosive speed. Unlike the social lions, cheetahs are often solitary or live in small family groups. They rely on stealth and speed rather than teamwork, making them masters of the solo hunt. A cheetah's hunt begins with patience and precision. It uses its spotted coat to blend seamlessly into the golden grasses, stalking herds of antelope and waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The cheetah singles out a vulnerable target, often one that is slightly separated from the group, then focuses with unwavering intensity before launching into a chase. The pursuit is a breathtaking display of speed and agility, a high-stakes sprint where every second counts. The cheetah's flexible spine, long limbs, and non-retractable claws provide unmatched acceleration and grip, but this incredible speed comes at a cost. The chase pushes the cheetah's body to its limits, causing rapid overheating and exhaustion. If the prey escapes, the cheetah must abandon the hunt and recover, often lying flat in the grass, sides heaving. Failure means precious energy is lost, and the cheetah must wait before attempting another hunt, always mindful of its physical limits. When successful, the cheetah wastes no time. It eats quickly, always alert, knowing that larger predators may soon arrive to steal its hard-earned meal. Built for speed rather than strength, the cheetah cannot defend its catch from lions or hyenas. These powerful rivals are drawn by the scent of a fresh kill and will often drive the cheetah away. For the cheetah, every day is a race against time and competition. Its survival depends on a delicate balance of speed, energy, and constant vigilance in a world where danger is never far away. Together, elephants and cheetahs embody the diversity and wonder of the African savanna. One shapes the land with strength and memory, the other tests the limits of speed and endurance. Both are vital threads in the intricate tapestry of life, each playing a unique role in the ecosystem's ongoing story. In the arid fringes of the savanna, where life is stripped to its bare essentials, a small and highly charismatic mammal thrives through the power of cooperation, the meerkat. These members of the mongoose family live in underground burrows in large family groups or clans that can number up to 30 individuals. Their entire existence is built around teamwork and a highly organized social structure. In the harsh environment of the Kalahari Desert, going it alone is just not an option. Unity is the only path to survival, and every member of the clan has a role to play in the collective effort to find food and stay safe. Each morning, as the clan emerges to forage for insects, scorpions and lizards, one or more meerkats will take on the vital role of sentry. Climbing to the highest available vantage point, such as a termite mound or a shrub, the sentinel stands on its hind legs and scans the sky and the horizon for any sign of danger. Predators like martial eagles and Kalahari cobras are a constant threat. If a predator is spotted, the sentry lets out a specific alarm call, a sharp bark that sends the rest of the clan scurrying for the safety of their burrow. This selfless vigilance allows the others to forage with a degree of security. Life in the clan is a continuous lesson in survival, passed down from one generation to the next. Adults actively teach the young pups the skills they need to live. This includes how to safely handle dangerous prey. For example, an adult will show a pup how to deal with a scorpion, first disabling its venomous sting before eating it. This hands-on education is crucial for the pup's development and ensures that vital knowledge is retained within the group. The clan works as a single, cohesive unit, not just in defense, but also in raising the young, with multiple members acting as babysitters while others are out foraging. This spirit of cooperation extends even to confronting threats directly. If a predator like a snake gets too close to their burrow, the meerkats will not simply flee. Instead, they'll mob the intruder as a group, puffing up their fur, hissing and advancing together to create the illusion of a single, much larger animal. This brave, coordinated display is often enough to drive the predator away. It's a powerful example of how these small, vulnerable animals can overcome formidable dangers through sheer force of numbers and unwavering solidarity. Their society is really a perfect microcosm of survival through community. The African savannah, from the bustling banks of the Mara River to the quiet expanse of the plains, is a world of breathtaking beauty and uncompromising harshness. It is a grand stage upon which the fundamental dramas of life play out every single day, where every sunrise brings hope, and every sunset marks the end of another chapter in the endless story of survival. Here every creature is woven into an intricate web of existence, their fates intertwined by the relentless struggle for survival. Each interaction, whether a fleeting glance, a tense standoff, or a desperate chase, echoes the ancient rhythm of life and death. The journey of the migrating zebra is a testament to endurance and hope, a pilgrimage across perilous lands in search of water and fresh grass. Lurking beneath the surface, the crocodile waits with ancient patience, its stillness masking the explosive violence that can erupt in an instant. The hippopotamus, fierce and territorial, defends its domain with a fury born of necessity, reminding all who approach that survival demands vigilance and strength. The lion pride moves with silent coordination, each member attuned to the others, their hunt a display of unity and predatory grace, yet also a reminder of the cost of hunger. The law of the savannah is simple and absolute. One life is sustained by the death of another. The fallen become the foundation for new life, their sacrifice echoing through the generations. The antelope that falls to a cheetah's lightning pursuit becomes nourishment for the swift hunter and its young, fueling the next chapter in the story of survival. The zebra claimed by the river is drawn into the depths, its struggle brief but fierce, its life now sustaining the ancient crocodile. The crocodile, sated for now, waits for the next migration, its existence a cycle of patience and sudden violence. This cycle is not cruel, it is the fundamental engine of the ecosystem, a force that shapes every life and every death on these plains. It ensures balance, driving the constant process of adaptation and evolution, forging resilience in every creature that calls this land home. Every chase, every escape, every confrontation is a lesson written in dust and blood, reinforcing the unbroken circle of life. This timeless rhythm of predator and prey has defined the savannah for millennia, a dance of survival that is both beautiful and brutal. The remarkable diversity of survival strategies, camouflage, speed, strength, and cunning, reveals the ingenuity and tenacity of life itself. There is strength in the collective might of the buffalo herd, their unity a shield against the ever-present threat of predators. In the intelligence and memory of the elephant matriarch, the herd finds guidance and protection, wisdom passed down through generations. The Meerkat clan survives through constant vigilance and cooperation, each member watching over the others, their bond a lifeline in a world of danger. There is also power in the solitary speed of the cheetah, a master of the hunt, relying on its own strength and agility, and in the patient, explosive force of the crocodile, a predator shaped by eons of evolution to thrive in the shadows. Each species has carved out its own niche, perfecting a unique answer to the relentless question of how to survive another day, the first trembling steps of a zebra foal, the cautious gaze of a wildebeest calf. Each new life is a fragile hope, a promise to the future, the nurturing care of animal parents, the gentle guidance and fierce protection are acts of devotion that echo across the plains. Each generation is shaped by the lessons of survival, the wisdom of the old guiding the young through a world of uncertainty. To witness this world is to see nature in its most raw and honest form, stripped of illusion, where every moment is a test of resilience. It is a place of immense vitality and sudden loss, where the line between life and death is drawn anew each day. Bonds of family and moments of tenderness are set against the backdrop of fierce competition and violent confrontation. The sight of a newborn foal taking its first steps is as profound as the sight of a successful hunt, each a victory in the ongoing battle for existence. Both are essential parts of the same story, inseparable threads in the tapestry of the savannah. The African wilderness reminds us that life is a precious and tenacious force, forged in adversity and defined by the will to endure. The struggle is unending, but within it lies a world of unparalleled drama and wonder, a testament to the resilience of life. The great unbroken circle continues, just as it has for millions of years, each generation rising and falling in the eternal dance. Across the timeless plains of Africa, the cycle of life and death endures, an awe-inspiring reminder of nature's power, beauty, and unyielding truth. In the dappled shadows beneath the acacia trees, a lone figure moves with almost ghostly silence. The leopard, Africa's most elusive big cat, embodies stealth and solitude. Unlike the lion that relies on the power of the pride, or the cheetah that races across open grasslands, the leopard's world is one of secrecy, patience, and calculated precision. Its golden coat, marked with rosettes, blends seamlessly into the flickering patterns of sun and leaf. This natural camouflage is its greatest ally, allowing it to become nearly invisible as it stalks through the undergrowth or lies in wait atop a sturdy branch. Every movement is measured, every muscle coiled in anticipation. The leopard's green eyes scan the landscape, picking out the faintest tremble in a bush, the subtlest shift in the wind. A master of ambush, the leopard advances on its prey with painstaking care. It moves low to the ground, pausing with every step, using cover to mask its approach. When the moment is right, it unleashes a rapid, powerful burst, propelled by sinewy limbs and sharp claws. The hunt is swift and silent. In a matter of seconds, the leopard's jaws close on its target, ending the struggle before it can draw attention. But survival on the savannah is never simple. The leopard faces competition at every turn. Lions may steal its kill, using sheer strength and numbers. Hyenas, ever watchful, follow the scent of a fresh meal and descend in noisy packs. To preserve its hard-won prize, the leopard hauls the carcass high into the branches of a tree, a feat of strength and balance unmatched by any other predator. Here, suspended above the reach of rivals, the leopard can feed in peace, its solitude undisturbed. This solitary existence demands constant vigilance. Every encounter with another predator is a test of cunning and resolve. Sometimes the leopard must yield ground to a more powerful foe, melting into the shadows to hunt another day. Other times it stands its ground, hissing and swiping with outstretched claws, defending its meal or territory with fierce determination. In the quiet hours of twilight and dawn, the leopard slips through its domain, unseen and often unheard, a phantom moving through a world of danger and opportunity. Its life is a delicate balance of risk and reward, shaped by the relentless need to survive alone. Yet in this solitude the leopard thrives, its adaptability and ingenuity making it one of the savannah's most successful and enigmatic hunters. On the African plains, the leopard's story is written not in the roar of battle, but in the whisper of leaves and the hush of padded footsteps. It is a life lived in the margins, ruled by patience, stealth, and the silent artistry of the hunt. Above the sweeping expanse of the savannah, dark silhouettes begin to gather in the sky, circling with silent anticipation. These are the vultures, nature's tireless custodians, ever watchful from their aerial vantage point. With wingspans that stretch wide and sharp eyes that miss nothing, they are among the first to sense a shift in the wind, the faintest scent of decay rising from the earth below. At the riverbank, the aftermath of a predator's feast draws them in. What remains, a carcass abandoned in the mud, becomes the stage for a vital, if sombre, drama. Vultures descend in spiraling flocks, their feathers glinting in the harsh sun. They land with practiced precision, joining jackals and marabou stalks in a silent truce, each playing their part in the final act of the savannah's cycle. The air is thick with tension. Hyenas, bold and unyielding, snarl as they tug at sinew and bone. Yet the vultures wait, patient and persistent. They know their time will come. When the larger scavengers have had their fill and drift away, the vultures close in, their hooked beaks expertly stripping flesh from bone, leaving nothing but a skeleton bleached by the sun. It is a scene both stark and essential. By consuming what others leave behind, vultures cleanse the land, halting the spread of disease and returning vital nutrients to the soil. In this way, they are the unseen guardians of the ecosystem, ensuring that death feeds new life. Occasionally disputes erupt, a sudden clash of wings, a hiss, a snapping beak. Yet order quickly returns, each scavenger taking its share, driven by hunger and instinct. Above them, new arrivals circle, awaiting their chance. Even in this grim pageant, there is a sense of balance, a reminder that every creature has a place in the endless rhythm of the wild. When the last scraps are gone, the vultures rise once more into the sky, riding the thermals in silent procession. Their work is done, but their vigil never ends. As long as life and death dance across the savannah, the vultures will watch, ever ready to fulfill their ancient and necessary role. In the golden twilight of the savannah, a chorus of eerie whoops and cackles echoes across the plains. These are the calls of the hyena, a misunderstood predator, both feared and underestimated. At first glance, the hyena might seem a solitary scavenger skulking on the edges of the animal kingdom. But look closer and a different story emerges, one of complex societies, cunning hunters and fierce rivalries. Hyenas live in tightly knit clans, sometimes numbering up to 80 individuals. Each clan is a web of intricate relationships, bound together by cooperation and competition. Within these groups, every member knows its place in the hierarchy, and survival depends on loyalty and teamwork. They communicate constantly through haunting vocalizations, body language, and even scent marks left on the wind. Though often cast as mere scavengers, hyenas are among the savannah's most effective hunters. Working together, they can bring down prey much larger than themselves. Their hunting tactics rely on endurance and intelligence. A clan will silently stalk a herd, singling out the weakest or most vulnerable, and then pursue their target with relentless persistence. Their powerful jaws, capable of crushing bone, ensure that no part of the meal goes to waste. But life on the savannah is never simple. Hyenas must compete with lions, leopards, and wild dogs for every scrap. Territorial disputes are common, nocturnal battles marked by snarls, lunges, and strategic retreats. Sometimes a hyena clan will band together to steal a fresh kill from a pride of lions, braving fierce resistance in the hope of a hard-won feast. At other times, they're forced to defend their own catch from marauding rivals. Despite their reputation, hyenas play a vital role in the ecosystem. By hunting the weak and cleaning up remains, they keep the savannah healthy and balanced. Their lives are defined by adaptability, resourcefulness, and an unbreakable bond to their clan. As the night deepens, the hyenas melt into the shadows, their laughter fading into the darkness. The savannah holds its breath, knowing that the elusive hyena will always be watching, ready to seize the next opportunity in the endless struggle for survival. The Mara River, a lifeline for countless species, is not just a passage of water, but a realm fraught with hidden dangers. Beyond the well-known threats of crocodiles and hippos, the river harbours lesser-known perils that lurk beneath its surface and along its banks. Among these silent threats are the river's snakes. The African rock python, one of the largest snake species, glides through the water with silent precision. Capable of ambushing and constricting prey much larger than itself, this serpent is an apex predator in its own right. Meanwhile, the venomous water cobra patrols the shallows, its bite delivering a potent toxin that can incapacitate its victim within minutes. In the murky depths, another danger awaits, the electric catfish. This seemingly unassuming fish can generate electric shocks powerful enough to stun or even kill smaller creatures. For unsuspecting animals and humans alike, a brush with this electrified swimmer can be a shocking and painful experience. But the dangers are not confined to the water alone. Along the riverbanks, swarms of tsetse flies lie in wait. These biting insects, notorious for transmitting sleeping sickness, can bring down even the mightiest of animals. Their bites are more than just a nuisance. They pose a serious threat to the health and well-being of the river's inhabitants. Environmental hazards also play a significant role. Flash floods, swift and unpredictable, can transform the tranquil river into a raging torrent. These sudden surges of water can sweep away anything in their path, from unsuspecting animals to entire sections of the riverbank. Pollution, too, casts a shadow over the Mara River. Agricultural runoff, waste and chemicals find their way into the water, disrupting the delicate balance of the ecosystem. For the creatures that call this river home, the contamination can be a slow and insidious killer, poisoning the very lifeblood they depend on. In the Mara River, survival is a constant battle against both seen and unseen threats. It is a reminder that beneath the surface of this vital waterway, danger lurks in every shadow and ripple. As the sun sets and the river's currents continue their endless journey, the hidden dangers remain ever present, shaping the lives of all who dwell within its reach. Every year, the Great Migration transforms the Mara River and its surrounding ecosystem in profound ways. As hundreds of thousands of wildebeest, zebras and gazelles surge across the savannah and plunge into the river, their collective movement becomes a driving force of change for the entire landscape. The impact on the river ecosystem is both immediate and far-reaching. The crossing herds churn up the riverbanks, stirring sediment into the water and altering its clarity. This sudden release of nutrients supports a burst of activity among aquatic plants and algae, feeding fish and invertebrates that rely on these seasonal booms. Yet the disruption can also stress sensitive species, temporarily reducing water quality and altering habitats for river dwellers. Plant life along the migration route is equally affected. The sheer number of hooves trampling the grasslands can seem destructive, but this disturbance is part of a natural cycle. Grazing removes old, tough grasses, making way for new growth and increasing plant diversity. The animal's dung acts as a fertilizer, enriching the soil and fueling a fresh burst of vegetation once the herds have passed. In this way, the migration maintains the health and productivity of the savannah. Animal populations are shaped by this annual event in both obvious and subtle ways. Predators such as lions, crocodiles, and hyenas capitalize on the abundance of prey, while scavengers like vultures and marabou storks clean up the remains, ensuring nothing goes to waste. For many species, the migration is a time of feast and survival, but also of risk. The weak and the young often fall victim to predators or the river itself, keeping populations healthy and resilient. The migration also creates opportunities for less visible creatures. Fish feast on drowned carcasses, while insects and microbes break down organic matter, recycling nutrients back into the ecosystem. Even the river's course can change over time, shaped by the relentless passage of migrating herds and the erosion they cause. Ultimately, the Great Migration is more than a spectacle. It is a vital process that sustains the delicate balance of life in the Mara River and its surroundings. Through cycles of abundance and hardship, it weaves together the fate of plants, animals, and the land itself, ensuring the continued vitality of this extraordinary ecosystem. As the sun sinks below the horizon and darkness envelops the Mara River, a new chapter of life begins. The daytime bustle fades into a hush, but this is no time for rest. Night is when the savannah's most secretive drama unfolds. Under the cloak of darkness, the senses of predator and prey sharpen. Lions, their golden eyes glowing in the moonlight, prowl silently along the riverbanks. Their vision, 6 times more sensitive to light than that of their prey, gives them a distinct advantage. Every whisper of movement, every faint rustle in the grass is a potential clue to a hidden meal. Nearby, hyenas emerge, their keen hearing picking up the distant bleat of a lost wildebeest calf or the snapping of twigs under nervous hooves. Their sense of smell guides them to the freshest scents, while their stamina allows them to pursue prey across the plains, even in the stifling darkness. But the night is not just for hunters. Herds of wildebeest and zebra huddle together, instinctively forming tight groups for safety. Their ears are constantly swiveling, catching the faintest sounds of danger. Eyes wide, they scan the shifting shadows, relying on collective vigilance to alert them to approaching threats. Along the river's edge, crocodiles lie motionless, blending seamlessly into the water. They sense vibrations through their jaws, detecting the slightest disturbance above. When an animal ventures too close to drink, the river suddenly erupts in a flurry of teeth and water. Owls glide overhead, their wings beating silently as they scan for rodents scurrying in the undergrowth. Their exceptional night vision and acute hearing make them formidable nocturnal hunters. For every predator, there is a prey animal relying on heightened senses, quick reflexes, and the safety of numbers. The darkness is a double-edged sword, providing cover for both the hunter and the hunted. As the night deepens, the Mara River becomes a stage for countless stories of survival. Each sense, sight, sound, smell, becomes a lifeline. Every decision can mean life or death. The nighttime drama is a testament to the relentless struggle and the extraordinary adaptations that define life along the river, where, until dawn, the balance of power is forever shifting. As dawn approaches, the Mara River reveals another layer of its intricate ecosystem, its resilient reptiles. These ancient creatures have roamed the earth for millions of years, evolving unique survival strategies that allow them to thrive in this dynamic environment. Turtles, with their hard shells and slow, deliberate movements, are a common sight along the riverbanks. They bask in the early morning sun, warming their bodies after the cool night. Their shells provide protection against predators, while their ability to hold their breath for extended periods allows them to evade threats by retreating into the water. These reptiles are not just passive survivors, they actively forage for food, feeding on aquatic plants, insects, and small fish, playing a crucial role in maintaining the river's ecological balance. Lizards, on the other hand, are the sprinters of the reptile world. Agile and quick, they dart across rocks and sand, their sharp eyes scanning for insects and small prey. The Nile monitor lizard, one of the largest and most formidable lizards in the region, patrols the riverbanks with a keen sense of smell and powerful limbs. These lizards are opportunistic feeders, consuming anything from eggs and small mammals to carrion. Their presence helps control the population of other small animals, maintaining the delicate equilibrium of the ecosystem. Crocodiles, the apex predators of the river, are masters of patience and stealth. Their armored bodies and powerful jaws make them formidable hunters. They lie in wait, partially submerged, their eyes and nostrils just above the water's surface, and when an unsuspecting animal approaches to drink, the crocodile strikes with lightning speed, demonstrating the raw power and precision that has kept them at the top of the food chain for centuries. Despite their fearsome reputation, crocodiles also play a vital role in the ecosystem by controlling fish populations and scavenging on dead animals, thus preventing the spread of disease. Even the smaller reptiles, like geckos and skinks, contribute to the river's biodiversity. Their nocturnal habits and adhesive toe pads allow them to navigate the vertical surfaces of rocks and trees with ease, hunting insects and avoiding predators. These tiny reptiles, though often overlooked, are essential components of the food web, providing nourishment for birds and larger reptiles. The resilience of these reptiles is a testament to their adaptability and the intricate web of life that defines the Mara River ecosystem. Each species, from the slow-moving turtle to the elusive monitor lizard, has carved out a niche, contributing to the river's dynamic and ever-changing landscape. As the sun rises and the warmth of the day begins to build, these remarkable creatures continue their ancient dance of survival, a silent yet powerful reminder of the enduring strength of nature. As the first light of dawn breaks over the Mara River, the air is filled with the melodic symphony of birdsong. The birds of the Mara are as diverse and dynamic as the river itself, each species playing a vital role in the ecosystem. These avian wonders add colour, movement and life to the landscape, creating a vibrant tapestry that is ever-changing and endlessly fascinating. The Mara River serves as a crucial stopover for migratory birds. Every year, thousands of birds travel vast distances, following ancient migratory routes that have been used for generations. The river provides a sanctuary where these weary travelers can rest, feed, and regain their strength before continuing their epic journeys. From the tiny warblers that flit through the underbrush to the majestic storks that soar high above, each bird brings its own unique contribution to this natural spectacle. Among the most striking residents are the African fish eagles. With their distinctive white heads and powerful talons, these raptors are masters of the skies. Perched high in the trees, they scan the water below for signs of fish. With a sudden, powerful dive, they snatch their prey from the river's surface, showcasing their remarkable hunting prowess. Their haunting calls echo across the landscape, a sound synonymous with the wild beauty of the African wilderness. Equally captivating are the colourful kingfishers. These small, agile birds are often seen darting along the riverbanks, their iridescent feathers catching the sunlight. Kingfishers are expert fishermen, using their keen eyesight to spot fish and other aquatic prey from above. With a swift plunge, they dive into the water, emerging with a wriggling catch held firmly in their beaks. Their presence is a testament to the river's health, as they rely on clean, unpolluted waters to thrive. The Mara is also home to a variety of wading birds, such as herons, egrets, and ibises. These long-legged birds can be seen stalking the shallow waters, their sharp beaks poised to strike at any unsuspecting fish, frog, or insect that crosses their path. Their elegant, deliberate movements are a study in patience and precision, each step carefully calculated to avoid startling their prey. Vultures, often misunderstood and maligned, play a crucial role in the ecosystem as nature's cleanup crew. These scavengers are vital for disposing of carcasses, preventing the spread of disease. The Mara hosts several species of vultures, each with its own niche. The large, imposing, lappet-faced vulture is often the first to arrive at a carcass, using its powerful beak to tear through tough hides. Smaller species, like the hooded vulture, then move in to pick at the remains, ensuring that nothing goes to waste. Weaver birds, known for their intricate nests, add a touch of artistry to the riverbanks. These small, industrious birds weave complex structures from grass and reeds, creating safe havens for their eggs and chicks. The sight of a weaver bird colony with dozens of nests hanging like ornaments from the trees is a testament to their remarkable skill and cooperation. As the day progresses, the river's avian residents continue their activities. Some birds hunt and forage, while others take to the skies in graceful flight. The constant movement and interaction of these feathered inhabitants create a dynamic, ever-evolving scene that is both beautiful and essential to the health of the ecosystem. The birds of the Mara River are more than just a visual delight. They are integral to the web of life that sustains this vibrant landscape. Their presence is a reminder of the intricate connections that bind all living things, and their songs are a celebration of the natural world's enduring harmony. As the Mara's birds settle into their daily rhythms, the river itself is preparing for change. The Mara River is shaped by the pulse of the seasons, a powerful force that transforms the landscape and rewrites the rules of survival for every creature that depends on its waters. With the arrival of the rainy season, distant thunderheads gather over the Savannah, and the first heavy drops awaken the parched earth. The river swells, its waters turning a rich muddy brown as they surge downstream. This seasonal flood breathes new life into the ecosystem. Grasses sprout in a vibrant green carpet along the banks, attracting herds of grazers who come to feast on the fresh growth. Fish populations surge, providing abundant food for crocodiles, birds, and other predators. But with abundance comes risk. Swollen waters can sweep away the unwary, and predators take advantage of the chaos. Hippos jostle for territory as their submerged world expands, while crocodiles lurk in the murky current, waiting for their migrations crossing herds. For many animals, the rains are a time of both opportunity and peril. As the months pass and the dry season tightens its grip, the Mara's flow dwindles. The lush grasses fade to gold, and the river shrinks into isolated pools. Competition intensifies at these shrinking lifelines. Elephants dig with their trunks to uncover hidden water, sharing their wells with other desperate creatures. Buffalo and antelope travel greater distances, braving predators and exhaustion in their search for sustenance. The strong survive by adapting, changing their feeding patterns, moving in larger groups, or timing their migrations with the promise of distant rain. Birds, too, adjust to the shifting seasons. Some species follow the receding water, while others depart entirely, winging their way to greener lands until the rains return. The ever-watchful crocodiles grow sluggish, conserving energy as prey becomes scarce. Even the mighty lions adapt, following the herds and staking new territory along the river's edge. Through flood and drought, feast and famine, the Mara River endures, shaping the lives of all who dwell within its reach. Its changing seasons are a reminder of nature's timeless cycle, where survival belongs to those who can adapt, endure, and thrive in the face of constant change. The Mara River, with its winding course and life-sustaining waters, is more than just a stage for nature's drama. It is a lifeline for an entire ecosystem. Yet, as seasons change and the years pass, the Mara faces unprecedented challenges. Human expansion, climate change, and unsustainable land use threaten to disrupt the delicate balance that has endured for centuries. Overgrazing, pollution, and encroachment on migratory routes put pressure on both the river and the wildlife that depend on it. The once predictable rhythms of flood and drought grow less certain as rainfall patterns shift and vital habitats shrink. But hope endures along the riverbanks. Conservationists, local communities, and global organizations are working together to safeguard the Mara's future. Efforts to restore degraded lands, protect migratory corridors, and reduce human-wildlife conflict are making a difference. Innovative projects support sustainable agriculture and water management, allowing people and wildlife to coexist in harmony. Rangers patrol the savannah, protecting endangered species and ensuring that the Mara remains a sanctuary for generations to come. The challenges are immense, but the rewards are greater still. Preserving the Mara means safeguarding not only its iconic animals, but also the intricate web of life that connects them all. It means defending a source of water, food and inspiration for countless creatures. And it means honoring the legacy of resilience and adaptation that the river has fostered for millennia. The fate of the Mara River rests in our hands. By supporting conservation, respecting nature's limits, and championing coexistence, we can ensure that the river's story continues, a story of life, struggle, and renewal. The future of the Mara is unwritten, but with care and commitment it can be one of hope, abundance, and enduring wild beauty.